It's double eviction night. Which two house guests will be evicted? Brandon, Lindsay, and or Megan? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake for Office Wars. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake for Office Wars. It's day 44 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Curtis was the head of household in a double eviction week. He nominated Brandon, CJ, Lindsay, and Megan for eviction, but CJ won the Topaz Power Veto in the Big Brother Deal or No Deal Power Veto competition and chose to use it to save herself from the chopping block, which means, in just moments, 2 out of the 3 nominees, Brandon, Lindsay, and Megan, will be evicted and will be the last 2 house guests to not make jury. Who will it be? We'll find out shortly. But first, house guests, tomorrow, for the 7th time this season, we are going to play Prank or No Prank. There are only 4 house guests remaining who have not yet been tempted to play. Brazil, Curtis, Lindsay, if you stay in the game, and Marcin. So, and unfortunately, the remaining Jello cups, lemon, lime, strawberry, and raspberry, only one of them is a no prank, something good. 3 of them are prank. So unfortunately, I have a funny feeling that all 4 house guests are going to say no, because it's only a 25% chance you're going to get the no prank. But at the same time, maybe you feel desperate, maybe you want to play. 3 of the 4 remaining house guests out of Brazil, Lindsay, Curtis, and Marcin have played the majority of the time. So you never know. But yeah, so lemon, lime, strawberry, and raspberry, the 4 remaining flavors. 1 is a no prank, 3 are pranks, and the Pooh Brown Power Veto is one of those pranks. So yeah, house guests, for the 4 of you, you have until 10, we'll say 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to privately message me whether or not you are accepting the temptation to play prank or no prank. House guests, it's time now to get to the double eviction. Brandon, Lindsay, and Megan, your house guests, have been voting, and I have the results. And when I reveal the results of the eviction vote, the 2 evicted house guests will have about 15 minutes to say his or her goodbyes, gather their belongings, and before I kick you the fuck out of the Facebook group chat. Okay, here we go. By a vote of 3-3-0, Brandon, you are evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house. And Megan, you are also evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house. Brandon, Megan, it's Michael. I don't fire people, I hire people, I inspire people. But in this case, Jan, that drugged up doucheweed, she's making me do this. So, you're fired. I hope we can still be friends! You have about 15 minutes to say your goodbyes before I kick you the fuck out of the Facebook group chat. Thanks for playing. Better luck next time. I feel partially responsible for Megan. I'll just blame JoJo. But Brandon definitely played hard, I'll give him that, and he did try to the bitter end to get the votes, but I think just based on the history of this game, there was not much he could do to save himself based on the past. And Ryan did promise me he would do something if Brandon was evicted, so I hope he does it, because I have to admit it was really funny. Yeah, so what's funny is in the double eviction last year, the 2 Americans were evicted. Racist. And this year, the 2 black house guests were evicted on the double eviction. Racist. No, just kidding. It was a coincidence. But it was funny how last season the 2 Americans were evicted right before American Thanksgiving, which shows how polite the Canadians were to allow the Americans to enjoy their super late Thanksgiving. I don't know. I always found it weird that American Thanksgiving is at the end of November. It's too close to Christmas. And October has nothing anyway. I mean, I get there's Halloween, but you know, I don't know. I like having Thanksgiving the way we have it. Evil Dick every time says, "You Canadians, it's too fucking early, you Canadians." I can't do an Evil Dick voice. But yeah. So, oh, and now that Megan has been evicted, I can reveal... Oh, sorry. And congratulations to the 9 remaining house guests who have all clinched a spot in jury. Brazil, Brenda, Kat, CJ, Lindsay, Marson, Nick, Ryan, Curtis, the 9 of you. You're here till the end, either as a juror or as a house guest. So, Megan, I wanted to clear something up because in I believe the first or second week of Reality Realness, Chantel mentioned that, why does the black girl always get the Miss Piggy voice? Why do I always get stuck with this voice? It's such a bad voice and I hate it. So Melanie had it in season 1, and she can say all she wants. She doesn't sound like that, but she does. And then Chanel got it in season 2 just by process of elimination, that there was nobody else left, so she just got it as a fluke. Then season 3 happens, and Chantel Francis is 1 letter, or 2, I guess, because of the 2 L's, but Chantel Francis is 1 or 2 letters away from Chanel Francis, and I'm like, okay, their names are pretty much the same. I gotta give Chantel the voice because of that. And then she won the season, and then I was talking to Tiffany, as Eitan likes to call her, a heinous dirtbag, and Tiffany did mention that this was pre-season. She said, I really hope Megan wins this season. I'm like, oh, why? Because I think Tiffany's only met Megan once or twice. And Tiffany said, because I really like the fact that 2 black girls have won and I want a 3rd to win as a fuck you to Robin. I'm like, Robin? And she meant Robin Cass. And we then had a long discussion about how Robin Cass for Big Brother Canada and US only casts 2 types of black women. The church-going, holier-than-thou black women, Jocasta, Dominique, Jamaica, or the sassy black lady that tells it like it is, and, you know, if she pisses you off, too bad. Bailey, Ika, Devon, Monica, the original from season 2, to a degree, was like that. And a black woman has never won Big Brother Canada or US. Meanwhile, 2 black women in a row have won Big Brother Cheesecake. And I think it's a sign of how poorly Robin casts that category, because there are so many different personalities out there. And the fact that only 2 types of black women have been on the show, when you have, what, almost 30 seasons combined of Big Brother Canada and US, versus Big Brother Cheesecake, we're only in the 4th season, and this, like, I don't know, it's just, I hope this doesn't offend anybody, because I mean it in a positive way, that there's really, in any category of person, you shouldn't even categorize people, but any type of person, you're going to have multiple personalities. So, and that goes for any race. That even goes for straight white men. You're still going to get different personalities amongst straight white men. So, anyway. So that's why, so Megan got the voice because I was kind of, for me it was superstitious, but also because Tiffany mentioned that hopefully by giving her the voice, it gives her the good luck to win a 3rd season in a row for the black women. Oops, didn't happen. Oh well. But still, and again, Megan didn't fall into either of these 2 categories, but everybody loved her. JoJo loved her. Reality Realness loved her. I love her. Everybody loves her. So, and I do think that's why she was evicted. I don't think anybody actually had a problem with her. It was just, you're a threat. And if Megan makes the final, and I think Reality Realness and I kind of did this where if Megan had made final 2, she would have, a few house guests would have had a tough time beating her, just because she would have had the argument of, well, everybody's been talking about me since week 1. First I get nominated, then JoJo doesn't shut up about me. This is bullshit, so I deserve to win. And it's a good argument. So, meh. Okay, now it's time to get to the head of household competition. Free from the threat of eviction, the head of household wins the perks of his or her private HOH bedroom and bathroom, a fruit basket without citrus, a letter from home, and the responsibility of nominating 2 of his fellow house guests for eviction. Which reminds me, 2 of his or her fellow house guests for eviction. Which reminds me, Brenda messaged me in her DR, but this doesn't affect the game, I think yesterday morning. is it a double eviction again next week? And I'm like, maybe. And apparently Brandon told her it was going to be a double eviction again, and she fell for it. I mean, really, why are you believing Brandon? I mean, anyway. So no, it's not a double eviction. We're kind of back to normal with single evictions. A lot of powers are gone now. So Ryan's promotion to jury, he's here. That's out of the way. Brandon went home with the Sapphire Power Veto in his pocket, so that's out of the way. And so that means Krista is the only person who successfully used the Sapphire Power Veto. And something else is over. Oh, the mole twist is over. Anyway, now let's get to the head of household competition. As you know, it's called Big Brother Cocktail Survey. 10 questions, which I admit, these questions were a little too easy. A lot of you did very, very well. I was gonna, at the last minute, I was gonna change it and make them harder. But then I thought, if I say that I changed the questions, you're all gonna have a coronary. And I also think cocktails are easier in terms of judging which ones people like better than it was appetizers last season and it was cheesecakes in season 1 and 2. I think food is harder to judge because people have different palates, whereas I think a lot of these drinks, they're sort of, a lot of people would, it's easier to guess on cocktails. But let's see what happened. And one more thing I forgot, the winner of this head of household competition wins the orange properties, St. James Place, Tennessee Avenue, and New York Avenue, which will be used in a future Monopoly-themed Power Veto competition. The orange properties, I'm pretty sure are Lindsay's favorite. I remember growing up when we played Monopoly, she would always go for orange. And then her brother would end up getting the orange and she would cry. But what's ironic is since then, I've cried more than she has, so I guess joke's on me. Anyway, let's get to it. Is everybody ready? Let's begin. This is so exciting. All right, here we go. First question is question number 5, which reads, did Peach Bellini rank higher or lower than Mad Manhattan? I thought this was the easiest question. Everybody says higher except for Kat. The correct answer is higher. Peach Bellini did rank higher than Mad Manhattan, so Kat, you've been eliminated. Whoops! Okay, question 2 is... I really like Mad Manhattan. Okay, question 2. Is number 9. And number 9 reads, did Lemon Drop rank higher or lower than Strawberry Blossom? Saying higher, we have CJ and Rai Rai. Saying lower, Brazil, Brenda, Lindsay, Marcin, Nick. The correct answer, Lemon Drop ranked higher than Strawberry Blossom, which means everybody's been eliminated except CJ and Rai Rai. This was a very close one between the two. I think the average score, the difference was not much. But yes, the overall average score for Lemon Drop was higher. And I knew when I made that question that that was the one that was going to trick a lot of people. And it's funny because last season, there was a question, I believe it was question 9 as well, that a lot of people got wrong. And it came down to Caitlin and Chantel. And Caitlin ended up winning. So history repeats itself. So we're down to CJ and Rai Rai. Here we go. Battle of wits. The alcoholic versus the old man. Who will win? Alright, question number 3 is... number 2. Did Bourbon and Honey rank higher or lower than Vodka Raspberry? Did Bourbon and Honey rank higher or lower than Vodka Raspberry? CJ says higher, Rai Rai says lower, and the correct answer is lower. Congratulations, Ryan, you are the new head of household. Curtis, please hand over the key to Ryan to his private HOH bedroom bathroom. It's interesting how the head of households have gone Curtis, Ryan, fuck! Every time! That sound means a twist is about to be unleashed upon the house guests. I think you all know what's coming. CJ has elected to use her Emerald Power of Veto to veto the results of this Head of Household competition. Once again, CJ has used her Emerald Power Veto. So what's going to happen now is we're going to go to a random draw. Ryan, you will still be credited with the win in the competition leaderboard, but everything else, including the orange Monopoly pieces, will go to a random draw. Last season, Jojo used his Emerald Power Veto to veto Julian's Golden Power Veto win, and then in the random draw, Julian was picked again. So that could happen again. So in a Head of Household situation, the outgoing Head of Household, Curtis, is still not eligible in the random draw, but everybody else is. So that means there are 8 house guests. 12.5% chance that you are going to be drawn. We are going to a random draw now for a new Head of Household. I'm so excited right now. This is so exciting. Okay, here we go. This is the Emerald Power of Veto draw. Woo! So exciting. I was going to get the wheel ready too, but to put up all the pieces, like to put up all the wedges for one spin, I was like, eh. So here we go. Okay. Is everybody ready? I'm so excited. This is it, and this is a very crucial Head of Household too, and CJ has put it to a random draw. Here we go. Okay. I saw one by accident. Not, especially with the stakes this high, I don't care. I'm shuffling as many times as it takes. Okay, here we go. I did not see any of them this time. The new Head of Household is Lindsay. Congratulations, you are the new Head of Household. Curtis, please hand over the key to the HOH bedroom bathroom to Lindsay. Lindsay, you have until 11 p.m. tomorrow night to privately message me your 2 nominees and a reason why. Once again, you have until 11 p.m. tomorrow night to privately message me your 2 nominees and a reason why. So, tomorrow, who will be tempted to play prank or no prank, and will they accept the temptation? Friday, Lindsay nominates 2 house guests for Eviction, and we have the Veto Lottery, where we will pick the players for the Golden Power Veto competition. Saturday is the Golden Power Veto rules to a brand new Golden Power Veto competition, which is going to be so exciting for me and torture for you. Sunday is the Golden Power Veto. Thank God I don't have to compete in this crap anymore! Sunday is the Golden Power Veto results. Monday, Golden Power Veto ceremony. Tuesday, the final 2 nominees plead their case. And Wednesday, a week from today, is the next live eviction and Head of Household competition, where the first house guest will be sent to the jury house, fired from Dunder Mifflin, evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake Forest, and lose their shot at the $400 Cheesecake Factory gift card. And it's funny how fate sometimes is a funny thing, because I mentioned that Lindsay used to go for the orange Monopoly pieces, and she ended up getting them. And I believe, I'm going to go back, I believe the person who had the orange pieces always won. Let me look it up. Hold on, because now I'm excited. The orange Monopoly pieces went to, oh no, Tiffany, Heinous Dirtbag, Chanel, who won the season, and Jojo, who won the competition, and now Lindsay has them. Okay, I'm Andrew Cheesecake. Take care, and we leave you as we drop on the house guests. Good night.